certain superstar in her book.
Yeah, Superstars. We had a little bit of a problem with audio. I'm not sure if anybody can hear us again.
Yeah.
We'll figure that one out.
If you can hear us, please let us know so we're not sitting there rambling on like a bunch of dopes.
Well, now we have to have everybody go back on, because...
This is true. I also heard that Cena, stole Nikki Bella away from Dolph Ziggler. How true is that, basically?
I don't know, because the general rumors about her is that she's... Well, people perceive her as a gold digger. So...
Biggest. Give her a gold-plated
as much as
shovel.
I like Dolph...
Okay, we're back on. Yeah, we got a viewer.
Viewer, what's up,
Hi,
viewer?
viewer.
Just let me know if anything pops up.
Too late.
Such a great host.
Viewer, can you hear us? Never mind, the viewer's gone.
Oh, fucking viewers.
Son of a bitch!
Fucking hate viewers. Don't you hate viewers?
Yeah.
Well, no, I love viewers.
As popular, you know.
We can't say that we hate viewers, then they won't view us.
That's true.
That's why I
a
love
viewer
all
should
of
pop
you.
up as we say that.
Oh yeah, that would actually be pretty funny.
It's true. Anyway, so yeah. So much I want to say right now. Hello, viewer.
2 phones?
Yes, I have 2 phones.
He's a man.
Wow, that's highly suspect.
No, he's one's strictly for music. I can vouch for that.
So Lowe's is like your cover. What do you do at night, Ricky?
I play Call of Duty, which you fucking bitch at me for.
2 viewers. Hello, viewers. Can you hear us out
Hi.
there?
Yes, can you hear us now? Can you hear me now?
Oh, don't be that guy.
Can it be gay? What?
He is actually. He lives in Williamsburg with his husband.
Yeah, we've mentioned that before on the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, can't see that hand.
What the fuck?
Fuck the what?
All right, you know what? I'll check this myself because I got this on my.
We're down to 1 viewer.
Stop playing with your phone.
People,
Talk
what the
about
fuck,
stuff.
man? Seriously.
Because it's Rangers game time, that's why.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody wants to watch
Those.
these weirdos talk about bullshit when there's hockey going on.
I know. It makes me want to check the score.
Well, whoever's on is still there.
All right, that's a
I
good
don't
thing. They're on
I don't know if they can hear us or not because they haven't commented.
Viewer, can you hear us?
Hey, don't chase them off.
Listen, woman.
I'm listening.
Do not make me fucking go anal on you. I'll fucking
What?
fuck you up.
What?
First of all, I'm still pissed off about the whole Call of Duty bullshit. Seriously.
Why are you mad about that? It's
Well,
your choices.
Because you're judging me.
I am.
I don't like to be judged.
Dude, my selective hearing kicked and all I heard was anal on you.
Okay, they
That's
can
weird.
they can apparently hear us because on the other Facebook page, we're coming in. All right, see, there we go. Now we got a few viewers.
Hey, 3 viewers.
Yay! Howie's on. Hey Howie, what's going on? All right, see, there we go. Now we got a few viewers. Oh.
Okay, so can we talk about something?
All right, so we're gonna get back to the original point at hand. Independent wrestling.
Yeah.
It's usually one of those things that you don't obviously hear mainstream. WWE, Impact, are those other ones that are out there. So, oh, we got a comment. Look at that. Not much.
Yo, Howie.
So, again, I'll ask it because the first video kind of got really kind of fucked up.
Okay.
And our guest is actually almost ready. Who's your favorite on the independents?
Favorite wrestlers who are on the independent circuit right now? That's a good question.
I mean, if you can't, think of anyone specific, just, you can give an organization.
No, I mean, David Starr is really good. I saw him Sunday, Tier 1 True Will, which was an awesome show.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, you said Matt is supposed to be going to TNA.
Yes, Matt Seidel is going to TNA.
Not Seidel, Matt Riddle. Former MMA fighter.
Well, no, he's already been there.
Oh, okay.
He's already been there. He's had some bullshit going on with Lashley or whatever, former training partners and so on and so forth.
Gotcha.
Oh, just to touch on Matt Seidel for a second, your boy is like banned from Japan or something because he was.
He's
so
banned from like almost everywhere because he's a big druggie.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. So, our guest is ready. For everybody that doesn't know, we're interviewing Miss Natalina Corvino from Pure Pro Wrestling.
A little closer.
I'm not good at this fucking backwards shit, okay? Come on.
There.
That's Natalina Corvino. I'm going to actually have her call in now.
My phone ready.
And, well, we're up to 4.
Yay.
Hey, 4. No,
It's-
we're down to 3.
Well, I know it's probably one of our listeners is at a PTA meeting, so, yeah.
That explains it. Hello, listener at a PTA meeting. Where
So-
you might be.
Yes.
Alrighty then.
Hey, Natalina, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing all right. I got my friend Jimmy here and my other co-host Katie. Say hello.
Hi.
Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
So how was your day, Natalina?
Yeah, it's a work day. Don't even. Work days are not fun.
So just for our listeners besides that they know that you're a independent pro wrestler, let everybody know exactly what it is that you do for your like regular life.
My regular life, I deliver oxygen to patients that are veterans.
It's very cool.
So
It's an awesome gig.
my technical title is called an oxygen technician. I don't just deliver the equipment. I actually have medical knowledge. But I didn't feel like going to school for 4 more years to have an RT behind my name.
Ah.
So it's the same idea,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to go back to school because I just don't like school, even though I was good at it.
All right. So how long have you actually been wrestling for?
I've actually been seriously wrestling for a little over a year. I've been involved in the business for about 5 years, and that is as far as behind the scenes, doing the setup, takedown, doing whatever needed to be done for the shows,
That sounds like fun.
security, and then started training probably about 3 years ago with I'll just do it for fun, just do little things here and there because they may throw me in for a spot, here or there. And then it came kind of full-fledged a little over a year ago.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
So you guys have any questions for her?
Yes, hi Natalina, how you doing? This is Jimmy.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's going. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, so Fridays are good days.
Fridays are a good day. I totally agree with you. Okay, my first question, because I couldn't help but to notice in a lot of your pro shot photos, it is actually a non-wrestling question because you and I share the same interest with this. Could you actually explain the reasons behind the multiple Crowe tattoos? Because I am also a huge fan of the franchise.
Well, the main thing is obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but I first fell in love with the movie first.
Yeah.
When I was 17 years old, it had just come out.
Yeah, there you go.
I did not know there was a book. And then after the movie, I did read the book several times.
It's such a good read.
Yes, it is. And you know how they always say, don't ever get a tattoo unless it's something you love.
That's right. I
Well-
totally agree.
My very, very first tattoo was a little rose, crappy, God, why did I get it? It was a very, very tiny, tiny, tiny little rose on my chest. And it was just because I turned 18 years old and the guy that I was dating was a tattoo artist
Okay.
or wannabe tattoo artist.
Ah,
And I'm like, ooh, badass, I get this. So then my next tattoo was like, no, I'm going to go with something I love. And the main
absolutely.
thing I love is the Crowe.
That's awesome.
And all 24 tattoos that I currently have, which I currently have 24, are all Crowe related in some way, shape, or form. I have 2 more to go before I'm completely satisfied. And then if I feel like I can take it, then I will do Crowe wings on my back.
That is incredible.
But yes,
So
my entire body is dedicated to the Crowe.
that is awesome. That's totally awesome. And obviously, as of now, you can't see it, but hopefully whenever you get around to seeing the video, I am showing you that I also, in fact, let me get a good shot, have a tattoo of the Crowe on my arm. So whenever you see the video...
I'm going to have to see this.
Yes, I'm trying to look for a good angle so I'm not blocking the damn thing. Come on, give me a good angle. There we are. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. That was absolutely incredible. I love tattoos myself. I'm practically sleeved myself. So definitely maybe one of these days we could all get together and get tatted together.
Yes, definitely.
And there are
James O'Barr?
well, there are plenty of really awesome tattoo artists up here in Brooklyn.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
like you'd have a ball up here.
Yes, and since he mentioned
sure.
that, I would like to give a personal shout out to my boy Anthony Valentine at Kings County Tattoos. He's located in, I believe that's Bay Ridge, 60th Street in Bay
It's
Ridge.
kind of Bensonhurst, Bay
It's
Ridge.
more Bensonhurst, but I'd like to give a personal shout out to him. Hit him up if you want to get a tat. So that's all I'm going to say on that topic. Next question is, do you have any locker room rituals before your matches?
My locker room ritual is when I'm going over things in my head, I stand by myself usually, and I'm either looking at the floor or I'm not looking at anyone, I'm like looking at a wall or something.
Yeah.
And everyone thinks I'm upset because I have this very stern look on my face. All I'm doing is just thinking and going over things in my head. And I do
good.
that for probably about 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, because I usually have a while before my actual match, occurs because I'm usually ready, way beforehand. But that, I think that's probably the only real ritual that I have.
Okay,
All right,
cool.
that's good.
Hi, this is KD.
Hey.
Question for you. So, I heard that you're into bodybuilding, right? You lift weights?
Yes, I won my first powerlifting competition last March. I haven't entered another one since because wrestling kind of took off, but you never know.
So, I guess as someone who is curious about maybe starting to lift weights and any other girls who might be interested, what does your regimen look like?
At least 5 days a week. I personally do an hour of cardio before I start my actual weights because me, who's had a weight problem her whole life, I have to get in that cardio.
Okay.
There are some people who are like, I don't need to get cardio in. Yeah, you do. It also helps with the ring work. I mean, my cardio was like god awful, and now I can actually, complete a match without, completely like, oh god, just shoot me right now, I'm dying. I split up my days, like Monday's chest and ab day, Tuesday's leg day, Wednesday is a cardio ab day, Thursday would be biceps and triceps, and then Friday would be back and shoulders.
Oh, awesome. Do you have any,
And then throw an ab somewhere else in there.
Oh yeah, you gotta get those in there. Do you have any stats on what you can, lift?
Well, when I did the powerlifting competition, I maxed out at 275 deadlift,
Ooh.
250 squat, and my bench was only 165 because I messed up the first, because you get 3 tries.
Okay.
And I messed up the first try because when you're doing a competition, they make you do what's called a pause press. And I did not realize that, so my first attempt, I basically bounced it off my chest by accident.
Ooh.
So that one didn't count.
That sounds like it
So I didn't
sucked.
want to go up too much in weight. But I maxed out at 165.
Oh man. Who in here could lift that much?
Probably me.
Yeah. I can't anymore.
Yeah, I pretty much if my lower back heals up enough, I probably could get back into lifting like that again.
Yeah.
It's not. I never question it because I've gotten hurt before, and I somehow bounce back amazing afterwards. So
then you could totally wrestle at some point.
I think Natalina would kick my ass. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been watching wrestling since I was like a little shit, and you know, to be honest, like I got to tell you, for a wrestler that's only been technically in the business for a little over the year, I have to say a lot of your moveset is actually pretty sound.
Thank you. If you had seen my very, very first match, it was, and I mean, I make fun of myself all the time, and I had this complete deer in the headlights look. Like I would just stand there and go, like I had no idea what to do next. Yeah, that whole, you could do stuff in training, you could do stuff in practice, and then you get out there, and it's not the crowd that would make me freeze. It would just be like I was overthinking things in my head instead of just going with something.
Right.
And so I literally, you can see me on video just standing there like dumbfounded, like, so what do I do now? It's hysterical. Yeah.
Well, I've
that's everyone's thing is like, yeah, you're totally different from back then than you are now.
it definitely does show the difference, and I've watched a few of the videos of some of your matches on YouTube, and the one main question that like really kind of hits me to a way. I've seen you do a regular woman on woman wrestling match, and then I've seen you do a lot of intergender ones. Do you find it easier to interact with another female as you're wrestling, or do you find it easier to do it with the guys?
I will be honest with you. My opinion and the opinion of others is that I do better with other men because I do work somewhat stiff. As far as when I put it in, I want to put it in, and I want someone to do that to me. And I even tell them, I'm like, don't be afraid to hit me. Like, I want you to hit me. So unfortunately with girls, they're not always as receptive to that, and or may not be used to someone hitting them full force. Guys can take it more, and I'm not trying to be stereotypical. There are some women that can take it, and I work really well with those girls. The ones that are somewhat more fragile, I tend to hold back a little bit, and apparently it shows.
That I will say, during some of the videos, I was probably a little bit thrown off, because I know you have been only around for that little over the year, but have some of these other girls been around a lot longer than you, or are they just getting into the business as well?
A lot of them have been in it about the same amount of time I have been in. They're still, green themselves, or they may have had almost an equal amount of matches. I have a lot of matches just because of the promotion that I work for. We have a lot of shows, so I'm blessed that I get to work more, which has helped me improve, especially my deer in the headlights look. Some of them have, worked more places, but may not have as many matches per se. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, and I have worked with some people that have been in the business 10 years, like Casey Carlisle, for example. And with her, and I've admitted this many times, I've admitted this to her. She was my idol. She was a woman I still do look up to her. So when I had my first match with her, I froze because I was so nervous, and I was so just like everything just left my head. I still am a little like not really scared per se, but it's hard for me to work with her because of the fact that I'm in so much awe of her, because I would love to be like her. I know I can't be because she's been in this so long and she's so good at what she does. So it's very intimidating. But I had the cage match with her, which I was very happy with, and back in November.
I really would like to see that if it was available. Another kind of question, and now I'm going to really go like fantasy with you on like particular matches or whatever. And from my understanding, you weren't a big wrestling fan growing up, that you weren't able to watch it as much. Do you have a particular wrestling match over the course of time that's a particular favorite?
I had a hardcore match back in December. It was an intergender hardcore match. And I really, really loved that because it was just basically taking objects and beating the crap out of each other with it. And it was fun. Like, after it was all said and done, I know that I was, like, bruised to hell afterwards.
Yeah.
And, like, I was beaten with, like, them huge, big stick candy canes.
Yeah.
And, cooking pans and something else. And after it was all said and done, I'm like, ow, but that was so much fun. So that was my favorite so far as far as fun.
Anybody?
Interesting.
And I like the whole intergender thing and also I'm normally a baby. Almost everywhere I go, I'm a baby.
Ah.
There I was a heel. So it's not that I enjoy being a heel, but I actually enjoy being a baby. Because I have this thing where I like to be liked. I don't really like to be hated. Yeah, that's just weird to me. But because all these little kids and these little girls, it's really hard to be a heel. And then when they come up to you and they want to talk to you and hug you, it's really hard to be mean to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if it was to adults, I probably could. But because there's so many kids, especially little girls, and they're not used to seeing a female wrestler in person, so it's like I'm now becoming something important to them. I can't be mean to them. So my whole personality changes. Yeah, I'm a heel in the ring for whatever, how many times it happens, was maybe 3 of the last year and a half. And then I completely turn back into my baby self once I get near the kids.
Right, right. Well, what would you say was your longest stint as a heel, even though that's, not your favorite thing in the world to do?
I really, honestly, I've only had 4 matches where I've been a heel, and it was 2 matches in Greensboro, North Carolina, and one of them was actually I was just in Amsterdam, New York a month ago. I was a heel there.
Nice.
Now, I'm originally from Jersey.
Yes.
Nice.
I've never been to New York before. My mom was kind of weird about us traveling to New York. So it was a whole new experience for me as far as being in New York. I didn't realize it was that countrified in Amsterdam.
Yeah, it
But
is.
I was also not used to people cheering for a heel, thinking I was going to get booed like I would down in the South.
Yeah.
I live in Virginia now. They were cheering for me, so I'm thinking, what is going on? Because the last couple of other times that I was a heel, I was cheered there as well. So in my head, I'm like, wow, I just can't get over as a heel at all.
Right.
And then I found out, I think, maybe a week or 2 after, I talked to a friend of mine who wrestled up there many, many times. He goes, no, the North loves heels. I was like, oh, now it makes sense to me.
But that's because you're a Jersey. That's just because you're a Jersey girl. That's why.
Wow.
That's true. They did announce me as from Jersey, so that might have had something to do with it.
Absolutely.
Well,
did.
it's like that hometown favorite thing,
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what, they're still gonna love you.
So I'm gonna pick your brain with one particular topic. Now, obviously, do you watch a lot of more of the mainstream WWE Impact Wrestling now that you're,
Yes.
if you were to pick a wrestler on the scene now, who would you have a match with?
I keep saying that I desperately want to have a squash match with Nia Jax. I just want to be able to say that I've had a match with her.
Nice.
She can beat the crap out of me, and I'm good with that.
There you go.
Totally good with that.
There you go.
You've seen what I look like, obviously.
Yes.
I get compared to ODB
I
all
was
the time,
thinking
which
that.
I love. So that would be another one I think would be great because literally everywhere I go, every promotion, every big, I don't even know what they are, events, there's like a whole bunch of people I've been watching. Are you ODB? So I think me and her having a match together would be pretty awesome just because we look similar, in features.
Nice.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I had a question for you. So,
Right.
I'm curious, do you have a particular favorite wrestling move?
I love I call it a slingshot.
Oh yeah.
Just,
Some people call it something else. I always call it the slingshot, where the other opponent is on the ground. I hook their legs, and I take a back bump, and I basically throw them over my head.
Ooh, kinky.
That's my favorite.
Kinky.
do you have
I do like that one.
like with your entrance music? Do you have like a particular style of entrance music that, or something that kind of like brought you to that style?
Yeah, I'm a metalhead, completely, and my entrance music is In This Moment. The song is called Sick Like Me.
I love that
I
song.
love the band, but the main reason I picked the song was because of the beat beforehand. Because I always said, never thinking I was actually ever going to wrestle. I always said I just wanted to have that moment where I heard my music. I would know the beat that I would step through the curtain at. I would know the beat that I would hit, this area of the crowd with. And what I would do when I got on the ring, where I don't usually, when you see videos of my matches, they cut out the entrance is usually not always there, but I do a split on the ring.
I saw that.
So that's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, that's a big girl doing a split. That's great. We didn't expect that to happen.
Well, actually, in the there was a video of you on YouTube against I think it's his name is Jimmy Love, and they actually did show the split
Yes.
on the video.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's what I do. And I really did honestly pick it because of the beat that hits, because I know exactly when to, I have my fingers sitting at the curtain, and as soon as that one beat hits, that's when I open them. Some people just start running through the curtain, and that's great for them. But I literally wait, and I have the timing down.
Now, from my understanding from some of the other footage that I've seen, your husband wrestles with you?
He does. We've actually wrestled against each other.
Interesting. I can only imagine what that fight was at the house after it was all said and done.
Well, the results as far as we don't get angry with each other, he will purposely cause a fight prior to the match because he wants me angry, to where I really will put more, emphasis on hurting him more
That
to
works.
make it look better for the match itself.
That
And I
definitely
warn
works.
him every time. I'm like, don't take me off right now. I'm warning you. And he'll do it on purpose, knowing that I'm going to get so angry at him, I'm going to hurt him.
That's true.
In the retrospect, that's a good man.
And which
We wrestled.
which name is your husband under?
His name is Thomas Draven, and Draven is for Eric Draven
Nice.
from the Crowe.
There you go. Ah.
He did that for me because he loves me.
So, do you guys have any other questions for Natalina?
Yeah. I'm kind of curious to know, as someone who's like now officially on the inside, like doing your wrestling thing, is there anything challenging about being a female in the industry in particular?
Yes. It's kind of a loaded answer. Basically, unfortunately, there are some women who believe that their looks are going to get them somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with looking good. Don't get me wrong as far as any attractive female wrestlers out there, but ones that strictly use that, thinking they're going to get bookings, I don't particularly like. And when a promoter contacts me, I tell them straight up front, look, I've only been wrestling seriously for a year. I'm still very green. I got a lot to learn. But unfortunately, there's also female wrestlers who have, done the things that certain people do of the physical nature to get things, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not calling people out or anything, and I don't know anybody personally, but I know it does happen.
Oh, it's interesting to get confirmation that kind of thing goes on.
Oh, yeah, and of course there's you get contacted by promoters that, have kind of propositioned to a point, and they're warned very quickly. I will screenshot this, and this will go on Facebook.
Nice.
And it is quickly stopped. I haven't been approached that way again. You know, they ask for pictures. I'm like, well, do you want one of my coma pictures? No, I want something without something on. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let me message this to your wife real quick. How's that for you?
There you
Nice. There you go.
There you go. All right. All right.
I mean, a booking is not worth it to me to be labeled as that, because unfortunately, you will get labeled. And I've heard people talk about, oh, well, we'll book this girl, not anybody I work with personally, as far as promoter-wise, but I've heard other people say, oh, yeah, they're going to book that girl because they know what she'll do for a booking. You don't want that reputation, you know, so when someone contacts me, they know it's strictly for a booking. I have a husband. I don't care enough about your booking to do things against my morals. You know, as far as, it ain't worth it.
You are
definitely
absolutely
isn't.
Yeah, you are absolutely one of the rare few. That is rare nowadays.
Yeah.
I admire that.
You see how many wrestlers have been getting into scandals because they can't keep, like,
Feel like
parts,
closed?
Because they can't let their skills do
Yeah.
the talking, basically.
you know.
Do you have any intentions of just doing off of the independent circuit? Like if you were to be contacted by like NXT or Impact or Ring of Honor, do you think you would take a shot at it?
Not as a full-time thing. It's not as this is going to be my career, because I am 40 years old. You know, I mean, I don't know how long this is going to last for me. I don't know how long my quote-unquote popularity is going to last. I don't know how long my body will last, honestly. I mean, I could go another 5 years, maybe 10 if I'm lucky. I don't know, a 50-year-old woman wrestling would be kind of weird. But
Well,
if I was contacted, like, to do a match, I would do that. Maybe a couple. But as far as we're going to offer you a contract and we want you to do this, I would have to do some serious thinking, because I actually was just offered a contract to England and I turned it down.
Wow.
Yeah, they were going to move me there, and I would have a definite contract for a year. And I was like, hey, I'm green. They're like, no, we will train you even more. This is part of your contract. And, you know, it's a legit company. They have signed women. It's not like it was some dude just messaging me saying, oh, we're going to do this, that, and the other, and he wasn't legit. This person was actually a legit person.
Wow.
And he's still trying. I give him props. So, I don't know, maybe.
Well, you're not allowed to go to England until we actually get to see you wrestle in person.
Yeah.
Right.
Not a problem with that. I'm going to be around for a little bit longer. Trust me.
Now, my question also is, since you mentioned something about the age being a factor as to not be doing this much longer, have you considered maybe doing behind-the-scenes work?
Yeah, my husband and I joke about it all the time, saying that because we know, or we think we know anyway, we know how things work, and we could probably, maybe if we actually had the extra money to start our own, maybe a long time from now, or, obviously not around this area that we live in now, because we would be competing with too many people. Like, yeah, we could do it. And then I look at him, I'm like, do you really want to deal with people who are needing Midol 24/7? And trauma, and I mean, do you really want to deal with that crap and the last-minute cancellations and
Right.
just I'm not putting that guy over, or I'm not losing this match, and because I'm gonna be that hard, stern, like, you gonna do what I say in person.
Hey, there you go.
Because that's how it works. When a promoter tells me what to do, I do it.
Yeah.
Unless he tells me, I want you to take this flying leap off the top rope to a swan dive into... No, I'm not going to do that.
No.
But, they're not dumb enough to ask me that question. To make me do that. As far as, like, if a promoter tells me you're not going over, okay, great. Marcel's been going over? Okay, great. It's the same response.
Yeah.
I have no problem losing. I have no problem winning. I don't have to win every match. I have no problem putting somebody else over. I'll lose every match. I don't care.
There you
Doesn't
go.
bother me.
As long as it's for the love of the business, though, right?
Yeah, because it's fun, and you're supposed to be learning, and you're supposed to be entertaining. And just because you lose doesn't mean that the fans won't be behind you. Sometimes they're behind you more because you lose, because they want you to win so bad.
Yeah.
So when you finally do win, it's like when I won my belt in November, I had lost so many matches before that because it was a build-up. So when I finally won, you have 200 people explode in the building, and I don't know if you saw that one, but I said something to them afterwards, and I'm literally crying because it was such a release of I worked so hard to get to this point, and to have everybody behind me was just amazing.
Well, you definitely have some fans up north that are going to try to keep an eye out for you and try to help get you on the scene.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you have any upcoming fights? Well, fights. Look at me. I think it's like MMA or something. Do you have any upcoming matches this weekend or in the future?
Yes, I have a show in Vinton, Virginia this weekend on Saturday. I have a show in Montville, Virginia next Saturday. I have a show in Horse Pasture, Virginia next Sunday. Then I have a show in Pelham, North Carolina, a rematch for my title that I lost last month.
Mm.
And then the week after that, I've got another show in Vinton, Virginia again. And then the weekend of Memorial Day weekend, I'm going to go visit my parents because I live in Pennsylvania. I haven't seen them since last year.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
it's a busy
So
weekend.
my schedule's pretty little.
Yeah.
I'll be traveling to, I think I have potential dates in Tennessee. I know Dynasty in Amsterdam, New York wants me to come back. I just don't know when exactly yet because of my schedule with my other bookings right now.
Well, we'll definitely have to talk to some of the local promotions around here and try to get you around here because I do know like 2 or 3 friends that we are mutual friends on Facebook with that have probably seen you before, and I'm pretty
John
sure.
Ambrose?
Yes, that's one of them.
Yeah.
Keith Givner is on there as well. That's a shout out to both of them. So yeah, we'll see if we can get you come to Brooklyn. We'll even come pick you up from the airport if you want.
Hey,
That's a long drive from Virginia, believe me, I know.
Oh, God, yes. Thank God the last time I went to New York, somebody else drove. I was so happy.
All right, so I understand you have to get back to work, and you do really do a great job with the community and helping people out. So,
Thank you.
any other final comments for Natalina? Well, you're definitely welcome back on the show, definitely.
Anytime, you just let me know, and I'll gladly. I love doing podcasts. I love talking on the radio. I enjoy it. I wish I could do it for a living. I'm jealous that you people can do it.
Well, maybe we'll work on something. We'll keep it.
Please don't get my hopes up because I really want to.
Listen, if this goes to where we're looking for, I'm definitely willing to get some more helping hands in.
I'll move out of here.
You come back up north?
Yeah, I would. I would hate to drive in New York. You said you're in Brooklyn? Is that where you're at?
Yes, we're in Brooklyn. That's just like driving in New York City.
Yeah, I live in a countryside town.
Oh, wow.
I should take video for you and show you how countryside it is. Well, basically it's like Amsterdam. Like I
Whoa.
said, it's not much traffic at all. If there is slight traffic, everybody loses their mind. If there's a raindrop, people want to shoot each other because it's like, oh my God, there's rain, things coming out of the sky. No, I kid you not, people. When there's a snowflake in the south, people lose their SHIT. I mean, it is gone.
But just
Don't know how to handle it.
just to let you know, we allow profanity on our shows, so you can free will it anytime you like.
Oh, thank God. They lose their fucking mind.
Yes.
All right.
I have never seen, and I say it to their faces, like, y'all don't know, and I say y'all, you guys don't know. If you was up in Jersey or New York, we know how to handle this shit because we have these things called snow plows, and they go out a lot, not to 2 times a day, like they do in the South.
Wow.
Holy shit.
All right, so Natty, keep in touch. I'll let you get back to work and helping everybody out.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for having me on your show. I appreciate it a lot.
Anytime. I really do appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so we'll let you get back to work, and I'll keep in touch base with you later.
All right, you'll have a great evening.
All right, goodbye, Nat.
All right, it was
Bye. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
really good talking to you, and have a good fucking night.
You too.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, bye.
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 So everybody, that was Natalina Corvino. I tried showing the picture during the thing before. See, there you go. That's Natalina. Oh, and Natalie, I forgot to wish you happy belated birthday.
Happy belated.
Happy belated.
I'm definitely sharing this to your page later, so you'll know that I actually wished you a happy birthday. So, Natalina Corvino, it was a pleasure having you on the show. We might go live again later. I don't know. You really you up for another one? Don't rush the answer, you know. Maybe?
That was a very dragged out maybe.
I know.
What the fuck?
Drama.
She's not gonna punch him in the leg.
Oh my god! Like what the fuck, dude?
What the fuck?
Now she's mocking me, people. She's mocking me. This is not cool.
No, this is not cool at all.
You know what's not cool? You playing Call of Duty.
Shut the fuck
Oh
up
my
with the
God,
Call of
here we
Duty.
I better make sure I'm top notch so she doesn't pick him.
I'll have to whoop your ass in like Halo or some shit.
Oh boy.
Ew.
Oh no.
Now she hates Halo.
No.
Well, I'm not an Xbox fan in general.
Oh, well, see, that'll be the reason.
I'm a fan of the box.
All right, everybody, we're going to jump off for now. We'll probably jump back on in a little bit, but I hope you guys enjoyed the interview. Natalina, thank you again for so much for coming on the show. We really tremendously appreciate it. Guys, anything for the final sign-off?
Just, I don't know, go fuck yourself.
Remember, kids, stay in school or you'll be like these two.
Hey!
That's fucked up.
Wow.
That really is fucked up. And I finished school.
Wow.
I finished school, so I don't want to hear shit.
Holy crap. Wow. Dude,
He's so hurt.
That's it. You made him leave now. That's it. It's so done. That's it. You're going to get your ass whooped.
Damn it.
All right, guys. We're signing off for a little bit. We'll catch you guys in a little while.
Later.
Later,
Catch you on the flip side.